There's been another attempt on Gary's life.
Next Wednesday.
What was the drug?
The heroin was laced with fentanyl.
You have your girl Fatima buy heroin.
What are you insinuating?
You're very loyal to Andy and Zach. My question is, were you loyal enough to kill for them?
Get ready for a wicked plot twist.
You want me to be completely honest?
I'm afraid it gets worse.
Oh my God.
This just gets better and better.
How about we finish this conversation down in the station? Let's go.
Let me go! Are you crazy?
Tyler Perry's Sistas.
Okay, folks, so we are now about to hit the back half of the first half of the season. Literally, we've made it through the first 25% of season 8. And boy, I know a lot of fans are still not happy. But we are here to talk about the trailer, which I have to admit does look pretty enticing. The trailer for season 8, episode 7, Game Recognizes Game. Andy is forced into an all-familiar situation pertaining to Gary. Do we really got to do this? Really? Do we have to? Robin and Fatima face off, putting Fatima in a questionable situation. Of course, we know this is following up on the cliffhanger from last night. Meanwhile, Rich and Sabrina hash out their differences. Yay, because we all want to know what they're going to be talking about. Nobody gives a crap. So before going further in the video, oh man, I'm sorry. I'm just not feeling this particular synopsis. Except for the middle part, maybe. I don't know. The trailer is a lot better than the synopsis, okay? All right, make sure you like and subscribe. These videos typically get about 10,000 views. So if everybody watching this video hits the thumbs up button, I'm sure YouTube will pump it out so more people will actually watch it. So please hit the thumbs up button. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. Follow me on social media. Links are in the description. And hit the bell icon and select all. That way you do not miss out whenever I post content on the channel. So let's pick up where we left off. Robin is just reading Fatima like a book, and it's crazy to me because she is flipping the script due to the fact that, you know, Fatima isn't one to mince words or, you know, bite her tongue when it comes to accusing other people. I mean, you know, she literally grilled Robin about, you know, his potential involvement with the stabbing because of his, you know, the timing of his return, and claiming Andy, you know, his intentions are to look out for her, and, you know, and this, that, and the third. You know, basically it's like you're saying all the right things, but the way things are adding up, there are a few what did Zach say? The math ain't mathin'. And of course, you know, she's probably still mad about the whole Hayden is her boss now thing. But no, now Robin has evidence against her saying like, hey, you know, every good criminal case comes down to 3 things: means, motive, opportunity. Now, come on now. We know there's a motive because, you know, you're very loyal to Andy and you're loyal to Zach. Are you loyal enough to kill for them? I think she is. Look, I'm not saying Fatima stabbed Gary. I want to be real here. I don't think she did it. I don't think Zach did it. For all we know, and this is what I hope the writers do by the time this quote unquote mystery ends. I don't know if you need an entire episode dedicated to this, or at least half an episode, but have it where actually, well, I would say this is how the first episode should have went, because, you know, everybody in the interrogation room could have been telling their story, and we could have flashed back to the night of the stabbing. And like, we could have seen Fatima and Zach arrive. We could have seen what Sabrina, Danny, and Karen were up to when they left the altar, when Jordan left the altar. And then like, they all could have like ended the story like, and that's when, you know, I didn't find Gary, or that's when I heard Andy screaming, or, you know, that way we could know something. But I guess that would give the mystery away of who stabbed Gary. But I think that would have been a great way to do it. You know, I would have enjoyed it. So, I mean, sure, it would have been like the quote unquote same story a bunch of times, but it would be nice to see what went down in that episode, or during the time between Jordan leaving Andy, and then Andy and Hudson waiting at the altar, and then finding Gary stabbed. So there's that. But in any case, he takes it further by pulling a gun out of a bag, which we could somewhat assume is the same gun that Gary's security guard took from Fatima's purse after she was, you know, shoved on the ground. But the biggest question is, how in the world did Robin get the photos? How did Robin get the gun? What's going on here? I mean, I think that is Fatima's gun. Or we could take it a step further. Is this the same gun that Gary pulled out of his desk when Zach confronted him in his office, and then Zach got his fingerprints on because he took the bullets out? I don't know. I honestly do not know. I mean, seriously, if this was the gun that Fatima had, why would that security give it up? Unless this was all a setup, folks. I honestly don't have any answers for you, which I'm actually kind of excited about. Yeah, this season is a bit of a drag, but I love that there are these little elements where even I'm like, okay, I don't really have a good answer for it. And that's where you all come in. I mean, you can all offer your theories in the comments and we can have a good old discussion about it. But either way, you know, like game recognizes game. Yeah, Fatima, you can accuse me all you want, but guess what? I got some board games on my desk here that I'm ready to pull out too. Let's play a few, shall we? And now the question is, how in the world is Fatima going to be able to convince freaking Robin? Because Robin is, you know, owner of a law firm. He knows people. So if he believes Fatima could be guilty, he could present this evidence and it ain't going to look good. I like this. And this isn't I hate Fatima, so I'm glad to see she might be going down. I like to see the characters who are usually coming out on top put into a situation where they don't instantly have a Batman contingency plan. It's like, oh, with prep time, Batman can beat anybody. No. I like to see the detective side of Batman, how he figures things out. So now it's like, okay, how are Zach and Fatima going to figure out a way out of this? Well, mainly Fatima, but you know, Zach is going to ride for his woman. But it's just that I find it funny how Robin is now asking the question. It's like, are you loyal enough to kill for Zach and Andy? Compared to what she said in episode one, I think, when she told Zach, I'm not doing hard time for anybody, not my family, not my kids, not Andy. And I'm like, wow, that's odd. That seems unlike Fatima. But yeah, I'm very interested to see what's going to happen with this. So we go over to the salon, which is very brief. I don't think we get a lot of Karen in this episode. We just get in the trailer. We just get Miss Lisa saying this just keeps getting better and better. Probably learning about the situation involving Marie, the woman trying to scam them out of $400,000. So yeah. Dr. Reed is over at the hospital with Hudson, and he's basically giving the rundown about the Gary situation. Whoever drugged him wanted to make sure he never woke up. So it was heroin laced with fentanyl. Heroin laced with fentanyl. Could this be by someone who knows that Gary uses drugs, like Hudson, who gets him his drugs? And then, he's like, I'm afraid it gets worse. And then Hudson's like, my God. So I guess the doctor takes Hudson to the back, into the, room and then shows him what Gary looks like. I don't know what to say. We know he's going to wake up at episode 8. Yeah, the synopsis, I did a video on it already. He's going to recover. So yeah. All right. Then the last two things to talk about is, everything is Penthouse related. Everything is Penthouse related. So Agent Watt shows up and then, wants to tell Andy the situation involving, hey, well, there's actually been someone else in the game, someone who's made another attempt on Gary's life. And then they have a seat and then ask if, hey, so you wouldn't have had Fatima run out there and buy some heroin, would you? What? No. And then things escalate to the point where Watt literally tries to drag Andy back to the police station. Now, here's my guess in the order of events. I'm thinking that this is close to the end of the episode, because this definitely looks like a cliffhanger scene. But I think to that moment in the trailer where Andy looks like she's almost in tears and she rushes into Robin's arms and he's like, hey, I told you I'll always be here for you when you need me. And then they look at each other and it looks like they're about to kiss. It seems to me that Andy's torn up because her demeanor seems to be that of someone who just went through something traumatic. Obviously, she's been through a lot. Jordan walking out on her. I'm thinking Watt comes over. I'm looking at the way Andy looks when Watt is just there, and then they start talking. And then she looks kind of frantic and, in her emotions when she rushes into Robin's arms. So I'm guessing Robin just shows up at the right time. And then stops Watt from taking, his client away by force like that. And then that's when she rushes into his arms. And we do get that one blink and you miss it moment where the girls are over there too. I'm thinking maybe they come over right as Robin and Andy are about to kiss. And then Robin's like, yeah, I'm going to go. So the cliffhanger might be the girls at the penthouse. So yeah, that's about it. So that is there is that one moment where Rich and Sabrina are at the restaurant. I don't care. I don't care. So yeah, that's it. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Like and subscribe, please, please, please. And I'll catch you in the next video.